Hi everyone, my name's Naomi Dake from the psychology team at the Optimum Health Clinic. I'm going to share with you today an approach that's really short and simple, but gives a framework for how we approach healing. It's one that we use with clients pretty regularly. It's one that I've used many times. It just gives a simple approach to a very pragmatic, simple approach to thinking about our own healing and what might support ourselves. There's 5 key components with this model. I often think about it as a map for those of you who are visual. So I just want to share these 5 key components with you in case that's helpful for you to think about in your own healing journey. So the first of those is mental component. And what that means really is that any mind-based strategy to helping ourselves to heal and to allow our system to become calm and settled and feel safe. So that could be working on unhelpful thought patterns. It could be working on limiting beliefs. It could be doing some simple guided meditation or being mindful. And that can be as simple as looking out the window and noticing what we see. The second of those components is physical. And this really allows us to connect with our body, which, as we know, is so important for healing. And this could be some form of movement. It could be doing some breath work, just taking some simple deep breaths, allowing that tension to drop down in our system. For some people, it might be about doing some yoga or restorative yoga. It could be about getting some quality rest or some sleep, but it's about being in our body. The third of those components is emotional. And this is really about connecting in with our feelings and our emotions. A number of ways we can do that. Just give you a few examples. It could be about just sitting with a feeling or an emotion that we notice coming up in our body. It might be a sensation we notice, a physical sensation potentially. It could also be about doing some tapping, some emotional freedom technique. And this is really becoming so accessible now to help us to digest and process our emotions and release them so that they don't store in our body as stuck or blocked energy. It could also be about nutrition and nourishing ourselves from the inside, eating things that feel good and that are good for our body and for the production of energy. The fourth component is social. So what do I mean by that? Actually, this is about connecting with other people. It's about having a sense of belonging, cultivating a sense of love. What we're doing here is we're actually healing when we allow our system to feel safe. When we're enjoying something, we're enjoying being with people. We feel that they see us, that they understand us. We might be enjoying a film with them, we might be enjoying a story, or just chatting, catching up on what's going on in their world and our world. Actually, that's a really important part of healing. And it's one that can be often overlooked when we're not feeling great or we haven't got the most energy. Thinking about what could we do that would connect us with other people, even if that's a few minutes conversation by phone or online. That will have a similar beneficial effect as well. It's that sense of feeling connected to someone else. And the fifth component is actually the self. It's about connecting to self. And that could be actually just being able to be, having some space where we don't fill it with things that are about doing. It could be about doing some sort of self-development, some creative writing. It could be about reading, journaling. It could be about listening to inspiring podcasts or stories. What we're doing here is we're feeding the soul. We're feeding our inner spirit, our self. We're also tuning in to know how we are feeling. What are our needs? What do we really need in this moment in order to help ourselves the most? Those are the 5 key components. I hope that might have prompted some food for thought there. If you want to find out more, please don't hesitate to visit the website. which is www.theoptimumhealthclinic.com. And thanks very much for listening.